Ladies and gentlemen, let's Red Gaming Sitcom video. We're going to be taking a look at Resident Evil HD Remaster, of course, for the PC. We're going to be going through this basically from the beginning. This is not going to be super in-depth. Instead, I'm going to be focusing on whether it's worth purchasing if you've played the other Resident Evils, particularly the, say, GameCube version, which of course this is based on. Apologies for my voice, I'm a little sick at the moment, but we're going to be trying to blast through it regardless. But you'll notice that I'm wearing a swanky new outfit, very swanky. This is thanks to the fact that you actually have a costume select. There's two outfits available, this one and Jill's kind of original Resident Evil outfit. I decided to wear this just for something a bit different. And why am I going as Jill? Just because it's kind of tradition. Whenever I load up a new version of this game, I always play as Jill first, and Chris, just to familiarise myself with things because of the extra inventory space. Taking a look at the options for a moment, you've got choice between aspect ratios, various control schemes, brightness options, very standard stuff including audio. Nothing out of the ordinary here, and under video settings, however, you have a fairly nice options in terms of resolution. You can adjust the refresh rate of your screen, the frame rate as well from 30 frames per second, 60 frames per second variable, and different forms of anti-aliasing. You can adjust shadow quality and texture quality, but to be honest, the game's not particularly technically demanding anyway. Another point I'd like to make is the fact that the controls are different. Now, this is a personal preference. You can adjust this, I believe, in game. Yeah, you can. So you can go to the original, which are like the tank controls, which everyone knows. Okay, come on, Steam, hurry up and save that. Right, so if you want to go with that, you can. No, we don't want to pick up the ink pen, and that's because I don't know what the run button is, because I'm so used to the other controls. Okay, it's X. So that allows you to basically play the old tank method, so no analog precision for you, my good pal. Hold forward as much as you want, or as little as you want, and you're still going to get the same thing, and of course you have to spin using left and right, so the tank controls. I personally, although it does make the game a little easier, and one would argue it's not the pure way of doing it, I personally, despite the fact that I used to actually defend the tank controls quite adamantly, now I would actually recommend that you enable alternate. Now the difference between alternate is quite simple, and probably the main reason that many people are going to want it. Left goes left, right goes right, up, down, and you can also have analog precision to a degree. You can't, it's not like various levels of run and walk, but the good news is, hey, it's something, right? So let's go into it. Oh, and of course you can still aim, but you can't move and aim at the same time. There's no way to do that. So it's not like it's a complete cop-out, so you can't be like trying to back up and shoot, which could frustrate some people. But anyway.
I think you'd better take a look at this.
What is it?
Blood. Jill, see if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this.
He is going to be examining a pool of blood, and via his obviously microscopic vision and his understanding of DNA, perhaps via just touch, he will be able to ascertain whether it is Chris's. So, obviously you can pretty much see a few differences between the GameCube version, mostly the fact that it has been increased in resolution. Some of the background and lighting assets look quite nice. But anyway, we'll play for a little bit. I don't know how long I'm going to play for. Probably just enough to give you an idea. This is not a full review. I'm going to be handling that in the next few days. I've been incredibly busy the last few days. I just want to show you kind of how the camera angles work for a second. Just if you're unfamiliar with them or you're kind of curious, obviously this is not the way to go. But you can see that it looks quite pretty, to be totally honest. And obviously this is locked anyway. But let's actually go the way we're supposed to go. I've been really busy the last few days with some stuff. I'm not quite ready to reveal what I've been working on, but it's basically taken me about 2 days and I'm almost where I need to be. So that's been the thing that's taken up a lot of my time, and that's why I haven't really produced anything on the channel recently. But I think everyone who's interested in the tech stuff of the channel is going to be really happy about it. Hopefully, I'm going to get it up either today or tomorrow. Now, you could fight this little fella, but, you know, save the ammo. So you can just kind of haul ass. It's actually so much more helpful rather than having to... Is he kind of confused? Well, let's just say he's confused and let's go. Anyway, so yeah, I think it's going to be worth the wait, personally. I'm quite excited about it.
Look out, it's a monster.
You could close the door, woman.
Let me take care of it.
Let me take care of it with my manly weapon. Unlike her pathetic little pistol, which is actually the same one that Chris uses later on, if you opt to play as Chris.
What the hell is this thing?
I found Kenneth killed by
I think it's a Sunday shopper, personally.
Let's report this to Wesker.
Yeah, so let's just do that. That ticking isn't ominous at all, anyway. I just want to get this out the way because I know some people who don't know the original game. I imagine that'll be like all three of you. There's an ink ribbon system on this game. Now that, as far as I understand, remains. So how this works, I won't pick it up, but you see that these ink ribbons, each one of these gives you 2 uses. Now, you use those on this typewriter here. So it's kind of like a save system. So you don't get checkpoints. As I said, I imagine many of you know that anyway about the old school Resident Evils. I just want to clarify that that system still is in place today. Personally, I quite like it. Excuse me. But I realise some of you may not. What I would have liked to have seen, to be totally honest, would have been a system where there's checkpoints maybe for the newer players, and also the ink ribbon system. Although this game does have a fairly reasonable, generous, I would actually go with, difficulty settings. There's actually 3 of them. I'm on the medium one. To be totally honest, I'm probably going to die quite a bit on my own playthrough of this, which I may or may not record at some point. Better get finishing the haul first. Okay, sounds good. If memory serves, you have to kind of look through all of it. I don't really remember this game that well. I keep playing the first, like, hour. Well, I say keep, it's been a while. Yeah, you could definitely tell, like, on here, there's still some oddities when it comes to the angle. I don't know if it's just me, but it looks a lot better than what it did, rather. So, I don't know how far you're supposed to walk around the hall. I can't really remember. I think it's just kind of like a quick mosey. So we should be okay as soon as we've done that. I don't even think we have to go this far, to be totally honest. Alright, I'm getting stuck occasionally, which is really not helpful to anyone. Right, I think Barry will be pretty satisfied, and she'll be pretty satisfied that there is absolutely nothing.
Barry.
Any luck, Jill?
Yeah, that's good.
No, nothing. What's going on around here? I can't figure it out.
Same here.
Chris?
That's it, because you've been into one room.
There's not much we can do. We can search for him separately. I'll investigate.
Yes, let's separate.
Okay, then. I'll
Yes.
try the door on the other side.
That logic.
We could easily get lost. Let's start from the first floor.
Okay.
Oh, I almost forgot. It's a lockpick. You'd make better use of it.
What I think's brilliant is that he basically is saying that you're an expert in lockpicking, which he's not, right? And then he has to tell you that it's a lockpick.
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall. Got it?
Okay.
I'll be totally honest, I don't 100% remember the doors and stuff, so I'm probably going to make some people absolutely rage, but it's been so long since I played this. So, I remember the remake changes quite a bit from the PlayStation 1/Saturn version, which is what I originally played on, for the most part. So, you can see that there is quite a lot of difference in lighting. If you've not played on, let's say the Saturn version, you're definitely going to notice the difference. Actually, you know what? I think we can climb over that and then push that, can't we? If memory serves. Yeah, you can. Sweet. And we can do that to get... I think that's a map. Excellent. Right, I said excellent and I've not even picked it up yet. Alright. We can go into there and we can pick up a defensive item, But I'd rather not do so at the moment, because emblem of a sword, interesting. Interesting. Actually, might as well have a little look. I suppose I can kind of show you how the defensive items work, if nothing else. Alright, alright, it's already equipped. Excellent. Oh dear. Alright, let's just stab you in the eye and run past you. It's a complete waste of time, but hey, you can at least see how the defensive items work. So, obviously not the way to go, which sucks. I could have sworn it was down there. I believe that was the way you used to be able to go. You definitely can't go here yet, because that's much later. But you do get to hear this nice cry. Yes. Yeah, you do that later on after you've kind of got some bits and bobs from outside. I wonder if Barry will still be here. I say sarcastically. I might as well pick up this emblem. I think I can use it at some point soonish. Yes, quite. Ah. Hello, friend. I thought he had bullets, to be honest. I know there's some bullets around here somewhere. There we go. Thank you. And wait a minute. That looks suspicious. I can definitely tell the resolution difference. Alright, let's pick up these herbs, which are basically health items. Give you a quick overview of how these work. You can see that I'm currently on fine. Let's assume I got a little bit of damage. One green herb would do. You could combine the herbs, so for example like that, and this would obviously cure quite a lot more health. You can combine up to 3 green, or you can also have 1 green, 1 red, which is basically full health. It's the equivalent of almost like a first aid spray. Or you could also use, I believe it's yellow herbs, and they cure poison. I don't think you can just use yellow by itself. I think it has to be like yellow and green, if memory serves. Yes, that doesn't look, you know, bad or anything. I'm going to grab one more of these, actually. I'm going to combine that with my current green. What we really need is a health point, save point, and a chest. I don't think we can go through here yet. At least, helpfully. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can't do anything there anyway. I believe that you need a key to get any further in that door, if memory serves. And that zombie is blatantly going to come back. Oh shit. Alright, let's take out one of them, shall we? Not like that. Oh, there we go. Oh, balls. Okay, so I was pressing pretty much all of the wrong buttons there to shoot, which is nice. Oh, we got an achievement. That's good. You mean I normally turn off that overlay, but whatever. Now, if you don't want a bit of a spoiler, zombies, when you kill them in this game, there's 2 methods you can kill a zombie. One is that you can kill them basically by, well, shooting them like I did, right? So, bang, 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 they fall on the floor. Problem is, they can come back after a certain amount of time. They come back as what's known as crimson heads. I don't know if that's the official designation, but that's what I and most people call them. Those guys are A, fast as hell, and B, they're not friends. So, the problem with crimsons is quite simple. They do A, a lot of damage, like a crap ton of damage, and B, wow, that's actually really nice reflections. And B, they also do this thing where they'll basically run at you. Unlike regular zombies, they're considerably more dangerous. Which brings us to the other method of killing them. The other method of killing them is to basically blow off their head, or you can use fire, which is something you do later on. Alright, now we're up the top here. Okay, so we got that. Let's examine that. Good. Excellent. Right, that's good. Combine that. We have to manage our inventory. It is vitally important. It is of the essence of happiness. Okay, so we know that most of those rooms are locked. That room's locked, blah, blah, blah. I think... Wait, what's that? Another defensive item. Good. No, Mr. Zombie. None of your frivolous groaning. So basically, the game is, well, to put it mildly, exactly how you'd remember it. Right. I genuinely don't remember most of these doors, so it's going to take me a second. I think all of them are locked. Probably one of them is going to prove me a liar. Yes. Alright, good. So now we know that all of those, apart from that one, is locked. We have 2 ways out. I think to use the arrowhead, if I think you use it here. I'm not 100%, but I think you use the arrowhead around here. Yeah, so I certainly feel extremely confident. I don't know what that is, if I'm totally honest. Though that looks like promising. Will I take the shotgun ammo? That's a bit tricky. I want to, but I'm also out of inventory space. You know what, I'm going to pick it up, and if necessary, we can figure a way around it. Alright, because I probably forget it anyway, to be totally blunt. I think this is where you use this. Yes, it is. Excellent. See, this doesn't look scary or ominous, does it? It looks nice and friendly. Alright. Okay. Ah, there's a key. I think this is the key. The book fitted in perfectly. Good. We'll take the Book of Curses. Sure, why not? Okay, examine. Examine, I think. Ah, there we are. Basically, you require 4 masks. I'm pretty sure, like 95% sure, that this is new in Remake. So, and by Remake, I don't mean the PC version, I mean the GameCube original. If that made any sense. Alright, so now, he says, I don't know if it's just me, but I could have sworn there were zombies around this area to begin with. Maybe it's because of the difficulty setting, maybe they've remixed it for the PC version, I don't know. Or I could just be making shit up, which is also really possible. Okay, so what keys do we have? What keys do we have? What keys do we have? It's a mansion key, which is kind of something we already knew. Alright, it's a sword key, and I don't know which are the sword doors, to be totally honest. I think this is definitely not one of them, but I'm just going to test it for the sake of it. Yeah, I didn't think so. Not bloody twice, you twit. Come on, brain. I only pressed the button once. Oh, balls. I forgot there's a zombie in here. I might be able to run past him if I'm lucky, though. Ah, good. You start... Yes. Alright, let's just do that. Alright, sweet. I think guys are going to be a happy camper. Alright, good. Yeah, this doesn't look at all like something bad could happen. Oh shit. I forgot about that little... Really? There we go. We have to be a bit careful here. Bill. Can you not push this one? I could have sworn you could push all of them. Yeah. Excellent. It might not seem like that was worth it, but trust me, every bullet makes such a difference on this game. I'm pretty sure. Interesting. Just want to quickly go out here a second. I don't... 99% certain I don't need anything from here. At least yet. Shit, no, let's vacate this area, shall we? I think that's a very appropriate idea. I know that what we need, I know when we need that, but we don't need it yet. And a lovely bath of water. Hmm. Yes. Let's remove the plug. Don't know why you'd want to remove the plug. Hello. Do you have a moment to speak about the bath soap industry? Balls is... Apparently no, she doesn't have a moment to speak about the bath soap industry. And we have a nice defensive item. So it's worth it, sort of. Pretty certain there's nothing else in here. The water's... Did she just say something about that? It looks like the water still works, okay. Well, I don't know about you, but if I was kind of in this situation, my brain wouldn't be like, yeah, I definitely want a little refreshing glass of water in a possibly zombie apocalypse. Right, let's have a look at something, shall we? Okay, so we're here. Now, there's a concern I have. In this room is a shotgun. But I can't pick it up. Because there's two reasons. One, I don't have the inventory space. Well, technically I could get rid of a herb, but for the sake of argument, I don't have the inventory space. And for B, Barry usually saves you if you're Jill. The key word is usually. There's some events that you can do which have actually made it so I've died. He has not rescued me, and I don't actually remember what causes him not to do that. I don't know if it's if he sees you at some point. I don't know if you happen to step on his toe at some point and he becomes really upset with you. Whatever. The point being, it can be bad. So I'm gonna just Yeah, nah, you're cool for now, bruh. Besides, it's not that big of a deal. Oh, fuck. That is, though. Good old camera angles. It's a friend. Are you dead or are you not dead? You are dead. No, you're not dead. No, you're not even slightly dead, are you? There you go. I want to shoot, but at the same time I don't want to shoot, if that makes sense. There we go. Come on. There's that pool of blood that I want. There we go. That nice pool of blood. The problem is I'm going to be having a hell of a lot of crimson heads, which is a pain in my buttocks. Okay, so now we're kind of cooking. Because what we have are, first of all, we got some ammo, which is good. Alright, that's the disposal of dead bosses. Basically saying, yeah, burn them is happy times. Alright, let's quickly just combine these, like so. Ah, we've got a handgun magazine here. That's nice and convenient. That's good. Let's quickly grab that. I'm going to chuck that in there. We don't need the first aid spray yet. We certainly don't need the sodding combat knife. When do we need that? When do we need that? It's later, so I'm going to throw that in there for now. Shotgun ammo. We don't need it at the moment. Alright. Will you take the fuel canteen? I will, but I'm going to put it in the... I'm going to put it... Actually, I'll quickly, put that in the storage crate, if nothing else. You never know. And I'm going to quickly save, so I can at least show you the save system. Right, I'm going to go back, I'm going to get the shotgun, hopefully Barry will rescue me. Then we're going to go forward a little bit more, I'm going to show you a bit more of the game, and then we're going to call it. I think that's a good option. So, what are my thoughts on the title? The doorknob looks like it's ready to fall apart, go through anyway, yes. Basically, this door, I don't remember the number of times, I think it's 4 or 5, but it will eventually break. Sorry, just getting a drink of water. When it breaks, you can no longer use it, which means that you, to summarise, you have to go a different way through, and that's not good. But for now, it's fine. So in other words, you can go through one way, but you can't go back through it, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Anyway. I've heard some criticism regarding the load animations on the doors. I actually kind of like them. I could see why it pissed people off, but I quite like them. Oh, we got another defensive item, which is really good. You can also get a taser, which does a hell of a lot more damage. Okay, there's another ink ribbon. Nah, I'm cool. I don't need it. So if you're Chris, or you want to do it properly with Jill, or you're not confident Barry can save you, there's a broken shotgun. I can't remember where it is on the map, but I think it's like on the opposite side. I think it's somewhere on the... I think it's like B. I think it's one of the B floors or something like that. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. It's on kind of like not where I am. And what you do, you use the broken shotgun to push down, and then that saves you from being murdered. As it is, this is going to come down. So he's either going to rescue me and things are going to be rosy in Jill land, or it's not going to be so rosy. Also, I'm pretty sure the ceiling was going down faster than it used to. I'm not sure about that though. Okay, now I'm starting to get a bit concerned. Now I'm getting really concerned. Oh. Barry, where were you? You little bastard, Barry. You little bastard. Well, okay, so apparently if you're playing along, kids, if you do things in the way I do, Barry doesn't like you. Apparently I've upset him. I must have kicked his shin in the helicopter ride over. So what we've learned from this, apart from the fact that I forgot to put away an ink ribbon, is that if you do what I just did, you get murdered. So don't do what I just did. It's not good for your health. I know there was someone who was watching this was like, yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I'm going to go ahead and pick this up because I figure I'm probably going to need it. If I need the inventory space, I can always kind of combine them anyway. Now, you can't just burn bodies with what... Oh, fuck. That was close. With what I've got. You also need a lighter. And I don't have one at the moment. You can go ahead and get one as Chris at the start of the game. But the difference is you don't get a lockpick. Really? What are you on some kind of zombie health plan? My fucking goodness. Are you dead? Yeah, I see freshly squeezed monkey piss coming from you. That's good. Alright. Okay, I don't have a lighter yet. I think actually I'm going in here the wrong time. Because if memory serves... Ooh, that is nice. Yes, let's go back here in a minute. Because I think some good stuff. Also, I'm going to reload. I wonder if there's a way for the quick control scheme if you can reload while you're holding the gun. That would be really nice. Ah! You can. So you just hold the button, press B. That's nice. Okay. Okay, I unlocked it. That's a good thing. That's a very good thing. That makes me happy inside. Right. That is what is used in... When is that used? That's used just now, actually. We're going the wrong way. Right, let's go this way. Because I think this way is a happy time. Yeah, excellent. Alright. Okay, I can definitely see... There we go. It was trying to hide from me. I'm actually doing okay in terms of ammo. It's not brilliant, but it's not too bad. I have had more than this at the start of the game, but it's not too shabby. Yep, give me the freaking lighter, you bastards. There we go. Alright, that... I think is everything I need. Wait, there is something still in here. Dog whistle. Okay. That is for later. You could use it now, but I think what I'm going to do instead is to burn these bloody bodies. Excellent. So at least I can show you how that mechanic works if you're unfamiliar. You probably do know it, but still. Now, obviously I can't burn them with just, you know, a lighter, unfortunately, so I'm going to need some gasoline, which is something I'm going to have to get now. Alright, let's just throw that in here. It's always a good practice, in my personal opinion, to have as much inventory space as possible, and don't try not to live basically on what you've got. So by which I mean, if your inventory, you've got X amount of ammo, you should really have Y amount of ammo in your chest, because otherwise you're basically just living hand to mouth from ammo, and that's really not good. Excellent. Yes, by the way, you can get burned by the flames, and that's not good. Alright, so now we've burned them, they'll no longer come back to life, they are no longer going to become crimson hits, they are no longer going to pose a danger to anyone, and that's a good thing. What we can do, however, as well, is we can... Yes. Alright. What that basically means is you can refill it like 3 times. I don't remember how much the last usage gets you. Alright, what are we gonna do? That I need for upstairs. The dog whistle I need when I go out in the balcony. I'm gonna put away the... I'm gonna put away these. As much as I don't want to. Actually, no, I need the lighter, don't I? I'm being a twit. Right. Alright, let's mosey on up here. You notice the bodies have actually disappeared now, which is nice. Alright, so... few more minutes, and I think that will be a good place to call the video, but for now, let's get a nice roaring fire going. Yes. Okay, now we have a map, which is good, obviously. And now this is much nicer and actually illuminated. I'm going to leave those as is. We need a helmet for that, which we get much later. To be totally honest with you, if I were playing this properly, I would go back downstairs and I would put in the crap into the puzzle room. But, as it is, I would probably say this is a good place to call the video. So my thoughts on Resident Evil for the PC. It's a good solid port. I really, really appreciate the changes in terms of what they've done to the controls. I think it's so much better. Graphically, it's not a huge leap over the GameCube version, but it's nicer. For those of you who are wondering if I'm going to do a comparison versus the PS4 and Xbox One, maybe. The reason I say maybe is because it's not... I would be amazed if there was a huge difference. I might do a little bit kind of in the background, and then if I feel that there is a difference and worth noting, I'll do a video. Otherwise I won't, because otherwise it's just going to waste everyone's time, really. So yeah. So anyway, as I said, this is available. I got the Steam version, and it's available for like 15 Great British pounds. I suck and forgot to check the dollar price, because I fail. But anyway, thank you for Capcom for this game, because it is amazing. It is a really good experience, and I'd recommend you check it out. Anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Usual stuff, if you could comment, rate, subscribe, like, or, you know, give me internet hugs, I would appreciate it. I would suggest maybe not getting too close at the moment, because I'm still getting over a cold, but anyway, internet hugs are fine, because you can't get viruses over the internet, right? Anyway, it's fine. I'll see you soon, take care, bye for now.